तो जात हो सावरिया हमसे छोड़ के बदरिया तेरी बातों प्रभु जी। तुम तो जात हो सावरिया हमसे छोड़ के बदरिया तेरी बातों प्रभु जी। आओ प्रभु जी तुम तो आओ प्रभु जी, तुम तो आओ प्रभु जी, तुम तो आओ प्रभु जी। तुम तो जात हो सावरिया हमसे छोड़ के बदरिया तेरी बातों प्रभु जी।
As we commence the final rites for Mr. Sookdai Kissoondath. Let us go on as a prayer. Om Shano Mitra Shano Varuna Shano Bhavat Varyama Shana Indro Brihaspati Shano Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Katyatam Brahmasi Tvameva Katyatam Brahma Varishyami Ritam Varishyami Satyam Varishyami Karmavatu Karmakaravatu Avatu Avatu Vakaram Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May you also bring me from the all, the fullness of all and control of the universe, be merciful unto us. May you, Almighty One, God of the universe and support of all, endow us with knowledge and sorrow. May you, O omnipresent and omnipotent being, shower your blessings all around us. We bow unto most powerful and supreme being. You alone are the omniscient one who will deal within our hearts. We will call you and you alone the true one. Your will is truly revealed and the data will be obedient. We will be truthful in thought, word and deed. You are our shelter. May you protect us to study and contemplate your divine nature, to seek only the truth, so that our understanding may be firm in your will and never turn away from it. Your will is truth and righteousness. That which is contrary to your will is untruth and unrighteousness. May you gain shelter and protect us. O God, be merciful and grant us our prayer, for which we shall feel ever and ever grateful. Let there be peace in the upper regions, in the middle regions, and on earth. We now join in bhajan. Aaj Suloham ki this is first bhajan on the side of the program. आज सुनो हम गीत विधाता गायने तो दुखियारे पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे बहुत दिनों की सादियाँ जुदा होगी गुमसुम आँखियों में आंसू आ रहे वो दुखियारे पंछी बिछड़े गा रहे आज सुनो हम गीत विदा का गा अलग अलग राहों पर चले दो प्राणी निर्दय जग इन विश्व की नहीं जानी आज पुराने सुख के दिन याद आ रहे दुखियारे पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे कोई मत पूछो कौन है क्यों रोते हैं इस जग ऐसे भी अब आगे होते हैं। लुट गए फिर भी दिल का दर्द छुपा रहे। यारे पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे। आज सुनो हम गीत पिता का गा रहे। जो दुखियारे पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे। बहुत दिनों की साथी है जुदा होंगे। गुमसुम आँखियों में आंसू आ रहे। दो दुखियारे पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे। आज सुनो हम गीत पिता का गा रहे। दो दुखियारे पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे। The gist of the bhajan is when the program started on the UN translation. You can take your seats, please. As we now continue, correct? Om Vishwani Deva Savikar Durikani Parasuva Yadhagrantanyasuva. Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatare Bhudasya Jata Patireka Asi Saradhar Prithivi Vyamutema Kasmai Devaya Havisha Videma. Om Ya Atmana Valadayasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Deva Yasya Shayamritam Yasya Mrityu Tasmai Devaya Havisha Videma. Om Ya Pranato Nimishato Mahedvaita Hidraja Jagato Bhaguva. Ya Ishe Asya Vipada Chatushpada Kasmai Devaya Havisha Videma. Om Yena Dhyaruga Prithivi Charika Yena Swastabhita Yena Nata Yo Antarikshe Rajaso Vimana Kasmai Devaya Havisha Videma. Om Prajapati Natvadetanyanyo Vishwajata Niparita Bhaguva. Yat Kamasi Juhastano Astu Vayam Syama Patayoraina. Om Sano Vadur Janita Savitata Mamani Veda Bhuvanani Vishwa. Yatra Deva Amrita Manashana Striye Bhavana Jayanta. Om Agni Naya Supakana Irasma O self-effulgent being, all holy and of all things, lead us to the path of goodness, to prosperity and knowledge, and keep us away from evil deeds. To achieve this end, may we always contemplate your divine nature and be always faithful.
Our provision this morning will be done by Honorable Place Parish Council.
Namaste, everybody. I wanted to mention a few things before I commence. I decided to come here last moment, yesterday evening, which was not expected me, and but certain things were bothering me, and I said, look, I made a great effort to be here. And one of the reasons is to see all my brothers and sisters, to meet for it. I don't know if I will meet them again another time, because time, health and age is coming on very fast. And so I said, and I was very glad I started seeing certain people who I don't know if I will see them again. So I want to commence here with an open prayer. Om Shanno Mitra Shamvaruna Shanno Bhagatva Aryama Shanna Indro Vidaspati Shanno Vishnu Gurukrama Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadisyami Vitam Vadisyami Satyam Vadisyami Tanmam Avatu Tadvataram Avatu Mama Avatu Bhaktaram. My dear brothers and sisters, whatever katha I will be doing, I will, in every item, I will have to be very brief, because it is not a time where I could expand on most of the items that I would like to speak on today. But one of the other main reasons why I came here today and it was bothering me, for two reasons. One is that when you have certain knowledge and you don't give it, you don't share it, because knowledge is spiritual wealth. And God is knowledge. So if you worship in God, you have to seek knowledge as well. Because God is all potent, omniscient, all knowledge. So when you have knowledge, you have God with you. So that was bothering me, that if I did not come today and I did not share with you, then I would have taken all my knowledge to the grave, and that is a sin by itself. When you have material wealth and you don't share it, then that is a sin. When you have spiritual knowledge and you don't share it and you take it with you to the grave, then that is a sin also. So, my dear brothers and sisters, whatever knowledge, whatever wealth we have, in whatever form, let us make use of it, let us share it with all people, with who may be in need in one way or the other, and let us move forward. The second item why I came here today is that yesterday I was listening to the TV station, and a pundit was giving a discourse, and he was telling the audience that this is Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, this is a period of Kali Yuga. And in Kali Yuga, you only have to do one yajna and you will get salvation. And this bothered me a lot, because that is contrary to Vedic Siddhartha Dharma. That is wrong teaching. It came to my mind that he is not only destroying Hinduism, but he is also destroying all Hindus as well, because that is false teaching. Vedic Sanatan Dharma is Sanatan Dharma, is eternal way of life, and that cannot change, that does not change, and it will never change. And Sanatan Vedic Dharma is not for Hindus only. Anything of God must be for all people, not for Hindus only, not for Christian or Muslims, must be for all people. And we are all brothers and sisters, and everybody must follow those truthful and righteous principles and make themselves pleasant and happy and prosperous. Today, we are observing here the passing away of a very dear one, a great mother. We refer to her passing away as death. But in truth, I want to tell you that nothing in this world dies. All living entities, anything that has life in this world does not die. And there are three eternal entities: God, soul, and matter. God was not born, and God will not die. The soul was not born and was created, and the soul will not die. This body is made up of matter. Matter was not created, and matter would not come to an end. Matter is eternal. So, all our scriptures, all Vedic scriptures in particular, support the idea of rebirth. That when a person dies, as we may say, and remember this death is temporary, it is just a passing through. When a person dies, after birth, there is rebirth, our one, life after death. But human existence depends on the law of karma. Before I was small, growing up, seeking knowledge, I never hear people stress on the word karma. They never talk about karma too much, but I have been doing research and reading all the time, and it has me confused that everything, every single part of human life depends on karma. Everything is karma. As I will show you a few items, a few references. The human birth is referred to as karma yoni. It is the field in which actions are supposed to be performed at all times. So we have human body today. This is the field for actions to be performed all the time. Only the human body, one has the power of discrimination. Only human being can discriminate. Animals cannot discriminate good from bad, right from wrong. Only human beings can discriminate, and human being is capable of doing good and bad. No other form of life can discriminate and think of good and bad. Yajurveda chapter 14 verse 2 says, Kurvane veha karmani jijivise satam sama. That the only way to attain salvation, the only way to attain true happiness is through the performance of good action without a break, ceaselessly. You see, like the sun and moon, they work ceaselessly, non-stop. They don't stop. They are always revolving. Eternally they will move like this. So too, we must perform good action in thought, word and deeds, ceaselessly, if we are to attain happiness, and if we are to get salvation in this life. Action and that for the performance of good actions only, should we desire to live long and not otherwise. You know, most of us, we all pray, we all ask Pandit to bless us. We want to live long. But what we want to live long for? Just to eat, drink, marry, have a good time? No. But this body is not for that purpose. I'm not saying don't eat and drink and be merry. But the body is not for that purpose. This body is to purify the soul. The soul cannot act without the body. And the body is useless without a soul. The Vedas says, Om Dharmani Pratam Sasad Bhagwan Sri Krishna say, Yasur Yonim Pratama Vivesha. That person who has done good deeds in his past life, that person gets many good bodies by virtue of his good action. But that person who has done evil deeds does not even get human bodies and is born into the bodies of animals, etc., and has to suffer many pain. So if you don't do good karma, you would not get human body. You have to do above 50% to get human body. 50% will give you a body, human body, where you have pain and suffering. So we don't want that. We want good, human, healthy body. So we must perform good karma and we must pass the mark 50. We must go above 75, 80, 90. If you are perfect, you were not born here. You will get salvation and you will not come back in human form. But we know that we are not perfect. So we will come back. But let us do good karma, do as much as we could so that we will get good human bodies. And then if you don't born human, you're born in animal bodies. You could born in any form of animal feet, bodies. But Maharishi Swami Dayanand Saraswati Ji, he has cautioned us. And he has told us that performing karma alone will not give you, it would not be a fruit. If you just do karma, it would not be a fruit. You have to do karma with the blessings of God. If you don't do it with God in mind and with God's, with His knowledge and His thinking of Him and asking and pleading with Him, then you don't get the fruits of action. And vice versa. If God cannot bless you without performing good action. So your karma, your action will not be a fruit without God's blessing. And God cannot bless you if you do not perform good karma. So it goes both ways. So if you want God blessing, my dear brothers and sisters, you must perform good karma, or good action in thought, words and deeds, all the time, ceaselessly, without a break. In Chandogya Upanishad, chapter 8, verse 1-2 says, at death the soul is disembodied. At death, what happens? The soul doesn't die, it just disembodied. The soul departs from the body. And that in this state, the soul, when the soul departs from the body, the soul is able to see, the soul is able to hear, move about without senses, etc. But the soul cannot perform any action, good or bad, because it doesn't have a body. So if you want this to promote the soul, the health and wealth and purity of the soul, then you must do it while you are alive, while you have health, strength in your body. The Vedas says that as soon as the soul leaves the body and it comes in contact with the atmosphere, it does not remember its past anymore. After death, the soul does not remember its immediate or extended family, or relatives, or friends. Acharya Yashtamuni explained in his Nirukta, in the Brahman Granth, he wrote the Brahman Granth, and he says, Jatasya Vayuna Sprishtona Smarate Janma Marne Antecha Shubha Shubham Karma. That the soul, just at the time of death, as soon as it leaves the body, it comes in contact with the atmosphere. It does not remember its previous birth or death. So much so that in the end it also forgets all its relatives and all its good and bad actions. So when the soul leaves the body and it goes into the atmospheric region, it does not forget everything. Manu Maharaj tells us in Manu Smriti that the soul has a causal body. The soul of ours has a causal body. And that all our thoughts, whatever we think about, we're thinking, all our thoughts, all of our utterances, whatever we speak in our lifetime, and all our actions, all these, the thoughts, words and deeds, they all cast their impression on the causal body, which migrates, and this causal body migrates with the soul onto the next birth. So when you die and you move on to the next birth, whatever birth you take, the causal body go with it, and all the recordings of what you have done in thought, what you have thought of, what you have done, all go with the birth, and they give guidance to the soul. All our modes of behavior, impulses, instinct, perceptions, all spring out of the causal body. Thus, a person selects his own parents, his own relatives, friends, his community and country in which he lives. So you see, through our karma, through our past actions, we have been planning and molding and seeking what we will reap in the next, or what we will become in the hereafter. Just before death, all the senses, the mind, the brain, etc., they stop functioning. And they gather around the soul as if to say goodbye. So all our senses, minds, brains, thoughts, everything, they gather around the soul at the time of death as if to say goodbye. In a vista of vision, the soul gets a preview of where it will go after birth. So in that vista, just after you die, there is a vision come in front of you, and the soul is able to see and realize where it will be going from here onwards. At this moment, the person who sees the soul who sees this, they get scared, they get frightened. Only the soul will see it, you will not see it, and at that time it's too late. You cannot do anything. You cannot beg. God does not forgive. God you don't get forgiveness. You don't say, oh, sorry would not help. When the soul leaves the body, it goes to the region known as Yamlaya, or the atmospheric region. Yamlaya is the atmospheric region. So the soul goes into that region when it lives here. The atmospheric region which exists in space or in Akash. When the soul goes to Yamlo, when it goes to Yamlo, what happens to the soul there? After the soul goes to the atmospheric region, the Lord of Justice, Dharmaraj, law of cause and effect, the law of karma, or which is God as well, Karma Raj, sends the soul to a body suited according to its merit and action. So according to all the accumulation of all that you have done from birth to death and thought, words and deeds, all this was recorded, and according to those recording, God will send that soul to a body suitable according to its merit. Without any mistake, each soul attains the body, the appropriate body, parents, relatives, friends, and go to the country that it has chosen through its karma. My brothers and sisters, there is a natural law of change. One minute. There is a natural law of change. Everything in this universe changes all the time. Every moment, every cell in our body, millions of cells in our body changes every moment. Everything changes. The sun, the moon, all revolves in its orbits. They keep changing all the time. So let us all not be stubborn. If everything in this world changes and there's a law of change, then we must also change. Let us all not be stubborn. Let us change our ways and habits. Let us change our lives at this very moment. It is never too late to change. Change right now. Change this very moment. So let us all change. If you want to make, I'm telling you this, that from birth to death, all that what you have been thinking, all that you have told people, all that you have spoken, all that you have done, all these are recorded, and all this is going to direct the soul. So if you were doing wrong things, you were thinking bad, then please change, and it is never too late to change. You can change now, right here, and improve your life. Reshape and redesign your future life. The blessing will be yours. God has given mankind. While God don't interfere and God don't feel sorry and He don't love one more than the other, He don't hate anybody. God has given this soul Purna Swaraj. Purna Swaraj. God has given this soul total freedom to act as if one, do what you want. Even God cannot do what He wants. I'm telling you this. God cannot break the law. God cannot do what He wants. But human beings, God Purna Swaraj, they can do what they want. They can break the law. They can do bad, they can do good. They can curse God if they want. They have that. God has given them that. But God don't feel sorry after you have done those actions, after you have done the good things, after you have done the bad things, then you have to pay for your deeds. You will be blessed for the good things you do. You will be punished for all the wrong things that you do. God is the law Himself. He makes sure that you receive the blessing. His duty is to make sure that if you do good, you must get the blessing. No, you cannot get away from that. And if you do evil action, then you will have to be punished. There is no two way about it. They say sorry would not help, and there is nothing like forgiveness. According to Vedic Dharma, when a person dies, you can commit or do things for the soul. You cannot do anything for the soul. When a person dies, you cannot do anything for that soul. That soul has to do its karma when it is in a body. God takes charge of it. So when a person dies and the soul leaves the body, you cannot do nothing for the soul. You can no prayer. No pandit could recite, no holy one could recite a prayer and say that is for the soul and that will help the soul. That cannot help the soul. The soul has to perform its action while it in the body, while it has health and it has the knowledge. And the soul has to perform its karma for itself, by itself. So you cannot help that soul. The only time when the soul is in the body, you have the knowledge, you can advise, you can teach the soul. The soul duty is to whether he wish or he does not wish to follow the rules and promote its life. The soul cannot help itself while it is in the body. The soul can only help itself while it is in the body. After the body is cremated, the ashes has to be thrown away into running water, anywhere in a river or in the sea. Throw it in running water. I'm not going too long here, but if you want it, don't take too long. But whatever I've done is katha on the soul itself. You see, observe most of the things I'm saying is called karma. I based stressing on karma. And I came here today because I had certain knowledge, I did research, and I wanted all my brothers and sisters to start changing their life, making it better for themselves. Only you can bless yourself. God cannot bless you. God can make sure you get the blessing when you perform the karma, but you have to perform the karma. God cannot do it for you. So change now, start doing those actions. In thought, words and deeds. God is omniscient. He is knowledge. Seek God, seek knowledge. Do not remain ignorant. As I told you, do not remain in ignorance. As I told you before when I started, that I heard this caused by this pandit in the TV, and I'm Hindu, and that affected me. I was not coming here today. I was told, wish I wouldn't be able to find the soul. Let us do good action in thought, words, and deed, and let us make our lives better, and so that in future, in next birth, we will be able to reap a better life, where we will go on, better home, better place, under better conditions. So my dear brothers and sisters, I will close there at this point, and you will understand the reason why I come here, because God in me, that when you have certain knowledge, because I do research every day, and everybody, I know everybody, and all my brothers and sisters don't have the whatever necessary to seek this knowledge, and they will never get it. And these pandits, a lot of pandits would not know it, and they will not give it, and they will think they do. Let one I hear pandits say that whatever he is telling you.
हुए
मोहे नहीं मानव तथा जिनाया आसक्त भोगन में नहीं चक्र यह संसार का घूमत सदा इसी बात ही कल रहा सो आज ना अरु आज है सो अब नहीं.
Just hang in, just say 1 minute roughly, you're finished.
You may take your seats, please. But if you want 1 minute of your time.
Right, this bhajan that Father just sang, it says, Kal raha so aaj na, aur aaj hai so yab nahi. As it was yesterday, it is not so today, and as it is today, it is not so now. Chakra ya sansar ki ghummat sada sabhati. The wheel of this universe keep turning on and on like this. It's cyclically eternal, non-ending. My dear brothers and sisters, I forget before I close my discourse, I wanted to welcome Bhai Chandesh Sharma ji, welcome Kabirji to this audience.
In our program, we have the eulogy. Instead of the eulogy, we do the Brahma Stotra and the family will put flowers while it is being. Now, these mantras are being chanted.
नमस्ते सते जगत कारणाय नमस्ते चिते सर्वलोकाश्रयाय नमो द्वैततर्वय मोक्षप्रदाय नमो ब्रह्मणे व्यापिने शाश्वताय त्वमेकं शरण्यं त्वमेकं वरेण्यं त्वमेकं जगत्पालकं स्वप्रकाशम् त्वमेकं जगत्कर्तृपात्रे पहर्त्रे त्वमेकं परं निष्कलमनिर्विकल्पम् भयानां भयं भीषणमभीषणानां गतिः प्राणिनां पावनं पावनानां महोचयपदानां नियन्त्रे त्वमेकं परेषां परं रक्षणं रक्षणानाम् वयं त्वां स्मरामो वयं त्वां भजामो वयं त्वां जगत्साक्षिरूपं नमामः सदेकं निधानं निरालम्भभीषां भवाम्भोधिपोतं शरण्यं व्रजामः न तस्य कश्चित् क्वचिदस्ति लोके न चेष्टिता नैव च तस्य लिङ्गं स्वकारणमकारणाधिपाधिपो न चास्य कश्चित् जनिता न चाधिपा तमेश्वराणां नाम परमं परस्तात् विधाम देवां भुवनेश्वमेध्याम्. Those of you who would like to feel respect and would like to place the flower, the family has some here. You can come and do so at this time. Swamekam Sharanyam Swamekam Varenyam Swamekam Param Rakshanam Rakshananam Swamekam Jagatsatripatri Praharde Swamekam Paramanesharam Nirvikalpam Bhayanam Bhayabhishanam Bhishananam Gatipraninam Pavanam Pavananam Mahoshay Paranam Niyantritvanikam Paresham Paramarakshanam Rakshananam Vayam Tvam Smaramo Vayam Tvam Bhajamo Vayam Tvam Jagat Sakshirupam Namama Sarikam Nidhanam Dhiraya Bhavisham Bhavamo Ripotam Sharanyam Rajam Nasasya Kastit Patirasti Loke Nachischitanae Vachataringam Sakaranam Karanadipadhipo Nachasya Kastit Anikanachahipa Sameshwaranam Paramamaheshwaram Samdevatanam Paramam Devatam Patim Patinam Paramam Parastat Vidhamadeva Bhuvaneshwamedyam. नहीं महाराज महा समझे बुढ़िवारे हो शुभ शांति के तन प्रेम मन मंदिर के उजियारे हो इस जीवन के तुम जीवन हो इन प्राणन के तुम प्यारे हो तुम सो प्रभु पाय प्रताप के अब रसहारे हो तुम्हारू सहायक स्वामी सदा तुम ही अनाथ हमारे हो।
I will now invite our former Member of Parliament, Dr. Chandra Sharmaji, to express condolences.
Everyone, so many of us have come to this funeral. It's truly being tribute to our good soul. Maybe that all of us have known for many, many years. Please, the Karma that we spoke about earlier, when they became of our fraud, and I was Lord, that's what I've been up to. Several very nice conversations with our department of law. Last time I was here, he insisted that Janita to Rashida, Ishara, spoke very much about you. You have seen she had come full circle. And that's what most of us work on. I think that's what we should do. Thank you, Ishara, for the some kind of love and joy in our life. We pray that God will continue to bless you all. Whose friend, perhaps, will be left and mother, we pray that God. Over the years, this house has worked on us at least once a year. We should personally thank everyone to make sure we need and make sure we have to pass on.
Thank you very much, Panditji. I still have 4 minutes left. If anyone else wishes to express condolences, you may do so now.
Jai Sri Ram. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Jab chal maran niyara ho, aasha kadu kinara ho. Jab chal taraf niyara ho, aasha kadu Hare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare.
Thank you very much. I see how many left, everyone else? I thank you all very much for being so patient with us. As we begin now to take the body out. Into this world of travel, one plan is useless. I am a similar liar. Though difficult to believe in life, though reincarnation life. When we do take stuff for our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a new life. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. I am here, Kira, or I am here, Kira. Swameva Mata, Savita Swameva, Swameva Bandhuja, Sakha Swameva, Swameva Vidya, Dravidam Swameva.
Thank you.